So for the participant, please stay because we have a briefing session from Dr. Yasmin for the competitions. Okay, please, Dr. Yasmin, you here?
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm here. Thank you very much, Dr. Osman. And hello to every one of you guys. I'm Dr. Yasmin, and I will be briefing you on how the program is going to work, what kind of workshops that we are going to have, and the things that you are required to submit to us for the competition. So allow me to share my slide. Just one moment. Is my slide visible?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so let's begin with the briefing. All right, so this is the second time IEEE Young Professional Malaysia is hosting or organizing this competition, which is the IEEE 5-minute FYP competition. And it will be held starting from today until the finale, which would be on the 18th of December. So it is the first of its kind in the history of IEEE Malaysia section to have such a workshop and to have such a competition for participants, for you guys. So we are so happy to have you guys participating with us. And this is definitely a great opportunity for you to groom yourself with the right skills in how to effectively communicate what you're doing, especially scientifically, as to how Dr. Margaret has mentioned to us and give us tips on how to do so. So in another way of seeing it, this competition is an educational entertainment. Where presenters, as I've mentioned, have the opportunity to engage with the mass audience and create enthusiasm towards their research work within a very short time frame. Or as how to Dr. Margaret mentioned just now, within the moment of you having a cup of coffee. So yes. And the objectives of having this competition is firstly, and most importantly, to introduce to you guys, to everyone, the importance and impact of science communication. We have learned how important it was to communicate what we're doing at the lab, right? So, and there are certain ways of doing it and more engaging ways of doing it. So, and it's a social obligation for us scientists, for us students, to relay these messages, to relay this information to everyone, for everyone to benefit from it. So this is one of the initiatives to show everyone the importance and the impact of that. And it is also to help young scientists like you guys, and for myself as well. No, just kidding. But yeah, to cultivate research and science communication skills among you. So that's the objectives. Now the terms and conditions, not that many rules actually. For participants, we accept bachelor and diploma degree students who are undergoing or have completed the FYP in 2021. And the project that they present must be an individual work, shouldn't be a team project, and it's of their own work, and it must be of your own work, and it shouldn't be of someone else's work. So these are part of the rules, and it is open for all students studying in a Malaysian institution of higher learning, whether if it's a private or a public university. So we welcome all students studying in Malaysia. Now, you may have received this, it's part of the poster. So these are briefly, these are the events that are going to happen throughout the competition, or throughout the throughout the month. So we've just had our grooming workshop by Dr. Margaret. We will be having 3 more grooming workshops that will be on the 23rd of November, and then the 29th and the 8th of December, where the semifinals will take place before the grooming workshop 4, and then the grand finale will take place on the 18th of December. So the mechanism of it is basically through these grooming workshops, we hope that you guys will get the skills and the tips on how to prepare and how to effectively deliver your presentation. And on the December 3rd, that is where you will have to submit your video, which I will explain in a bit what we're expecting in the video and what are the things that you're supposed to put in your presentation. But yes, the deadline of the submission is on the December 3rd. And then on the December 8th, everyone will get an opportunity, or all participants will be split up into a number of groups, where each group will have 1 coach or trainer. And in this particular session, we will go through a few of the submitted videos, right? And these coaches will highlight on the things that are great and on the things that can be improved in the video. And of course, we'll open the floor for you participants to ask questions, or if you would like any personal coaching during that 1 hour in the grooming workshop 4. So do not miss the opportunity to do so, because we have great facilitators during that day. And that is your chance to get a one-on-one feedback on what you have, or it doesn't necessarily have to be a presentation of the competition. I mean, it could be a general question on your presentation, for example, for FYP. So that is where you can get them addressed, and it's a great opportunity for you to participate. And of course, on the December 18th is the grand finale, where from the semifinal submissions, we will select the best 15 presentations. And in the grand finale, that is where all these 15 participants will be presenting these presentations live online, and will be judged. And all participants will be given certificates. And for the top 15, you will receive a consolation prize. And also for the top 3 prizes. All right, so as I've mentioned just now, on the workshops, we've just had a wonderful, inspiring talk by Dr. Margaret. I hope you guys benefit from it. I definitely did. So yeah, it was such a great talk and great opportunity to be here, having to listen to her. We will also have 2 more similar talks, but of course on different aspects of science communication. And that will be on the 29th by Dr. Salahuddin with the title, The Art of Storytelling. He's an interesting chap. I can vouch for him. And also Dr. Ashwin as well. Dr. Ashwin was actually my coach when I was presenting for the GMP thesis in 2018. And Dr. Ashwin's title is How to Write a Killer Script. So this is where we will focus on how to write a script, on your script presentation script. That will be on the 13th of December. And the 4th grooming session is on the 8th of December, which was as how I've highlighted just now. So among the aspects that will be covered in these workshops would be, again, writing the relevant content for your audience, and how to deliver it, the do's and don'ts, your intonation, body language, how to dress up during the presentation, and practice making it perfect. These aspects will be covered during the workshops. That will help you in your presentation. So as I've mentioned just now, the semifinal deadline would be on the 3rd of December. We will be giving out the link, or rather the email, on how for you to submit the presentations later in the WhatsApp group and email. So be sure to look out for that. And the top 15 participants will be competing live in the grand finale on the 18th of December. Now, here's the important bit. Guidelines for the video recording submission. The presentation length should be 5 minutes. It should not exceed 5 minutes. If it exceeds, your submission will be disqualified. Yeah, it will be disqualified. And it should be of a single static slide. Could be on the back, in the background. It could be in a box at the top. I think that is up to your own creativity and how you think it will be more engaging for the audience to engage with your talk. So yeah, and it has to not include any animation. So tips from me, your slide, how do I say this? Don't use that many words in your slide. It would be nice to have pictures, and remember that the slide is to aid your presentation, which means it shouldn't have all the text in the slide. It should help your audience visualize what you're saying. So yeah, that's one tip for me. And then make sure in the recording your voice is loud and clear. And the video file must not exceed 100 MB. Rename your file according to the ID given after the registration in the email that has confirmed your registration. And I think an ID has been given. So do rename that. You rename your video file using that ID. And yes, you need to be visible in the video by showing your face and upper body. So yeah, your face has to be there in the video as well. It shouldn't be just your slide and your voice in the background, because again, your presentation has to be engaging, right? So the face here and your hand gestures and your body language will play a role in that, and we need all that in the video. So make sure you're in the video too. So you can see samples of the previous competition that we had last year. So there are sample videos in there. Do check out our YouTube channel. I think I will share this link in the chat box later, or in the WhatsApp group. I think all the participants are given this briefing pack. I'm not quite sure about that. But either way, you can just YouTube us, IEEEYP Malaysia, and you'll find our channel, and you will find under 5-minute FYP, there will be the videos that you can refer to. Okay, so the grand finale will be on the 18th of December, and all finalists are required to present live. So, as I've mentioned, all participants will be given a certificate of participation and consolation prize. And the top 3 will be given plaques, cash prizes, and certificates of achievement. And I think that's about it. Last but not least, don't forget to have fun along the way. Remember, once again, why we're doing this. Yes, of course, if it's for the prize, why not? But at the same time, it is also an obligation for us, right? To communicate across what we're doing at the lab, the information that we get. I mean, we've seen our parents or our grandmothers are much sending all these, information online, and how sometimes it can be weird for someone from the science field to be, so we should be the ambassadors of science, relaying the right information to the community. And this is an opportunity for all of you to have a chance at it and to brush your skills at it as well. So again, I'm grateful, and I congratulate all of you guys for participating in this, for making time for this. I know it can be a hassle with whatever you already have in life, but this is a great opportunity for you again. So, and while you're doing it, remember to have fun. because it is. So I open the floor for questions if you have any. And I wish you guys all the best. Thank you. Okay, so I have questions here. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so the first question is, yeah. Can we change a little bit in the presentation and finale of the semifinal based on feedback? Of course. You can definitely change your presentation from your the one that you submitted from the semifinals and the one that you will be presenting in the finale, because the grooming workshop 4 will give you a one-on-one feedback, especially for the finalists later. So yeah, it's definitely allowed. And it's good that you do as well, meaning that, you know, you've gotten some great input to be applied in your presentation. All right, thanks, Hisham, for that. Next question from Shakir. What percentage of our FYP progress is required for the semifinals in order for us to qualify for the competition, or should it be finished completely? Okay, so I do not think that there is a particular percentage of it. You can be at the start of your FYP. You can be at the, well, you know, you may not have even started your experiments. You can definitely qualify, and you can be at the very end of your FYP as well. It all depends on how you convey it to the audience. So for example, if you're at the very beginning and you don't have data, right, to present, it's okay. It's up to your creativity on how to make it engaging. You address the issue that your research is addressing, and then you can mention a bit on how are you going to tackle these issues, even though you haven't done it yet. And for those at the very end of your FYP, you can share the results that you have gotten from the solution that you have done in the lab. So it's very interesting actually to have participants from different stages. But then again, at the end of the day, it's up to your creativity on how to make your presentation engaging. Either way, at any stage of your research is interesting. And we as audience, are delighted, will be delighted to listen to it. Okay. I hope that answers your question. Next question, will the finalists be presenting the same static slide? Oh, okay, so this, I think I've answered this one with the question that I addressed previously. So no, it doesn't have to be the same. You can definitely improve your presentation for the finale. Okay, by addressing single static slide, what does it actually mean? We need to make a slide in one page only? Yes, so a static slide means it's only one slide and it does not have any animations, any transitions. You know, you are not allowed to, let's say, create an animation where you talk and then poof, this thing comes up, or, you know, arrows comes up and coming up. So no, you can't have that. It should be like a picture, one picture or one slide rather, presented while you're presenting.
Doctor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So doctor, that means we need to just make one page, right?
Yes, it's just one page or one slide, as in one slide page. Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
No worries. So then, okay. Next question. When will be the finalists be announced? We will inform this later in the email and on WhatsApp. So please stay tuned. Please be alert on that. Don't worry though, it won't be that far off from the day you submitted it. So yeah. For the fourth grooming workshop, does everyone that ends their journey at the semi-final would attend the last session? No, you guys can definitely join the fourth grooming workshop, even if you, even if you didn't make it to the finals. you can definitely attend. And even if your presentation is not being addressed by the coach, you can at that time you can show them your presentation and ask their feedback. I mean, not the whole length of 5 minutes, but maybe some parts that you would like comments on. So yeah, it opens to all participants, regardless of if you've made it to the finale or not. Okay, on the briefing timeline, the date of workshop 3 is on the 29th, but the workshop dates table on the later page is 13th of December. Oh. All right, so let's see. It's the 29th of December. Okay, so maybe there's a mistake on the table. Sorry for that. But the workshop 3 will be held on the 29th of November. Okay, so thank you, Zaida, for addressing that. Next, one more question, Dr. If doing our FYP1 and we don't have results yet, can we present until we've done, until what we've done? Sure, like I said, you can. So if you don't have data yet, you're at the very beginning of your FYP, which means it's just plainly literature review, you can definitely present that. As long as you present your problem, your issue clearly and engagingly and propose the solution that you are gonna tackle with, you're gonna do in the lab. Or even if you have not thought of a solution or a method of doing it, you can present on what you have discovered or what you have discussed with your supervisors or a number of solutions. It all depends on your creativity.
Excuse me, can you hear me?
Yes.
Dr. Kamil, I just have a question. I saw the rule for the presentation is that you can only present on one single static slide. I'm sure a lot of audience here have the same question with me. Does that really mean there's only you have to narrate from one single slide with no, because this goes against everything I know and everything I've just learned just now, that we are supposed to use more visual cues, more animations to bring the information to be easily understood by the audience. Is that you're telling us that we're supposed to condense all our researches, which can range from literature reviews to results to our methodologies to one single slide, and we're supposed to narrate from that, and with no any transitions or any way to visually help the viewers to understand. For example, if I were to zoom into some of the text to help them read, or zoom into some of the images to help them see what I have done. Is that what you mean, that we're supposed to just have one single slide, no second slides, no next slides, no previous slides, just one slide and just go from there, is it?
Yes, thank you very much for the question. Yeah, so that is the challenge of the competition. You are only allowed to present with one static page slide throughout your presentation. Okay, so how do we do that? You can look at the on our YouTube channel. You can look at the previous submissions and see how to tackle it. So normal FYP presentations, right? You will have the introduction, problem statement, methodology, results, discussion, conclusion. All right, so what we're asking here is not to add all those texts in one slide, because that would just bore the audience, I would say, right? I mean, even even you as students, when a lecturer does that, you go, oh, here we go again, So that's not what we're expecting. As how Dr. Margaret has mentioned, yes, animations will help. However, in this particular competition, we are challenging the participants or the audience to do it without these animations, and how to help. Instead, what you can do, instead of all the text that you are usually required or used to having when presenting your work, find a very difficult part of your presentation. Let's say the methodology. Let's just say it's that. Let's say it's that. So you can have a picture of it in the background, and that could just be it for your slide. Or if you think the most engaging part is the issue, if for example, let's say waste, no, let's see, global warming. Let's just say that. So I can have a picture in the back of, you know, people suffering from global warming. What are the bad effects of it? So that the audience, when we're seeing it, oh, this is what he's going to talk about, and it's just that, you know. So that is part of the rules. So you can only have one static slide in the background for your presentation, and try to avoid putting too much text in it as well. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. Thank you, Dr. Kamil. Just from that leading to another question that I see also other audiences have asked is that, is the 5 minutes presentation that we upload going to be the same format with the finals? What I mean is that, is the format of presentation in the semi-final the same as the final? Also same one static slides and just narrate from that?
Oh, yes, it's the same. It's the same format. It's just that you can improve it after you've gotten the feedback from grooming workshop 4. So it's just one static slide with you presenting it. Yes.
I see. Thank you, Dr. Kamil. That's all my questions.
All right. Okay. Okay, we have another one from Alvin. Hello, Dr. Yasmin. Is what I heard that we are required to narrate from what's inside. Oh, was that you, Alvin? Yeah, okay. So I think I've answered this question. Is it okay if we present a poster of contents instead? Oh, yeah, it's up to you. It's up to your creativity. If you think that will be engaging for the audience, might as well do so. Again, my tip, and from my experience, if you have little bits of information on the slide that are small, or or if it's too much crowding into the slide, you will lose that engagement with the audience, and it will be less impactful. So that is my take on it. But again, it's up to you. Yeah. Okay. Another question by Shakira. In the slide, you said that the video file submitted must be renamed according to the ID given after registration. However, the email received before, if I'm not mistaken, it only showed the general confirmation of participation and the important dates of effort. The ID is not included. Okay, so this one, let's see. Is Dr. Nadiah in here?
Yes.
Yeah, so since they mentioned here about ID, is the ID included in the email?
The ID or not? Okay. The ID will be given after. It will be given later when we are ready to receive your submission for the semi-final video. So each participant will get an ID. Yeah.
So that will be before they submit the video, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So thank you, Dr. Nadiah. So yeah, the ID will be given probably within the week and before the submission. So be sure to rename your videos using the ID. Okay, so any more questions? So I'm just going to read again the rules and regulation just for you guys, just to refresh how it is again. So the maximum of the presentation is 5 minutes, okay? And an additional single second, yeah, will disqualify you. So as I've mentioned just now, only one single static PowerPoint slide is permitted. And then, like I said, the slide should not include any transitions, no animations, no movement. And the slide is to be presented from the beginning till the end of the recorded video. Yeah, so yeah, So there shouldn't be like an introduction before the presentation in the video, right? So, okay, and then no additional electronic media, meaning no sound, no video files, no animations, no additional props. Yeah, oh yeah, that's another thing that I forgot to address. So you shouldn't, meaning no costume, no musical instruments or any laboratory equipment are permitted. So during your presentation, you can't actually show an object or a prop. So it's just you and the slide, okay? Presentation is to be spoken. It shouldn't be in a song or a rap. I know it may be more engaging, but but yeah, so it should be delivered as a speech, okay? And it should be in English as well. Yeah, so and then the decision made by the panel of judges will be final and no request of appeal will be entertained. Yeah, I think we will share these regulations, or has it been shared? I'm not sure, but we will share this again, perhaps in the WhatsApp group and the following emails that will be sent with your ID.
May I interrupt, Yasmin?
Sure, yes.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yasmin, for giving very detailed information. I'm sure all the participants, they have easily understood what exactly is happening. So if in case like you feel any of the things you are not clear about it, we have already made a WhatsApp group of all the participants, which you have received in the email, the link you have received yesterday in the email. Do join that group. If you have any questions, just shoot it in the group so that others also read if they have any confusion. So it is all public, like everybody can get benefited from that. But just for your own self-learning and all that, you can always go to our YouTube channel. I have already shared the link and Dr. Yasmin has said it as well. You go there, you will find out the videos from our previous year competition, from first IEEE 5 minutes final year competition 2020. Also, you will find out there the grand finale video where you will see that who were the winners of last year. And I will recommend that it's better if you directly hit that grand finale video and then you go through it. You will find out how the winners, they have been presenting that. There were 23 participants in the finale, and out of them 6 were the winners. So I'm sure your confusions about single static slide will be very much clear. But just to make it very short, as a recap what Dr. Yasmin has explained, do not think that this is a normal FYP competition or a conventional one that you have been attending in your university. This is totally different. We are not going to judge you based on your technical contents you are putting in your slide. This is more to the communication skill and presentation skill. So how you communicate science. Okay, so you have to understand what basically 5-minute FYP is. It is not about evaluating your FYP like what you usually do in your universities. So if you are in the beginning of your study, but you have a nice story to tell, maybe you are the winner. So because what we are looking is how you can communicate the idea to a public who are not technically sound in your background. So that's the main idea. And I'm sure we have talked a lot. You have learned a lot of things, and we will be with you. We still have another 2 more workshops. And after the 3rd workshop, you will have 6 days. So if let's say you are preparing your video now, and later on you found out that your video is not, your video needs improvement or something like that, and then you can just improve it. So the deadline is 3rd December. You can always polish your video. You can always make it as best as possible. And remember one important thing that Dr. Yasmin has mentioned, when you are going to submit your video submission for semi-final, a single second extra will disqualify your video. So meaning if it is 5 minutes and 1 second, you are disqualified. We will follow the rules very strictly. Soon we will share the rules also in the WhatsApp group. You will receive it, and please adhere to that. Anything you have, just ask there. All our team members are already in that group. So anyone from my team, they are going to help you out and they will assist you if there is anything. But before that, what I mentioned, please check our YouTube channel, check the grand finale video, see how people have presented last year. I'm sure you won't have any question to ask us back. I'm very, very sure. Okay, so with this, I hand over back to Dr. Yasmin or Dr. Usman. I think Dr. Yasmin, I think is disconnected. So I hand over the session back to Dr. Usman, and I wish you all good luck. Dr. Usman.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Haroon, for the briefing. I think we have a question here. The question is, if I have one more question, if my video is less than 5 minutes, is there any requirement for how minimum the video must be? Dr. Haroon?
Oh,
how minimum it should be?
That's a very good question. I will say that. Well, the thing is, I think I let Dr. Yasmin answer this question. Dr. Yasmin, there is a question. I have one more question. If my video is less than 5 minutes, is there any requirement for how minimum the video must be?
Great. So if you managed to be engaging within less than 5 minutes, that's great. I mean, I'm not saying the lesser you present is better, but if your video is less than 5 minutes, it will still be accepted. It won't be disqualified. However, if my tip is to use every single second that you have in the competition, because I've entered the 3MT competition in 2018. So one of the things that we were told to do is to use every single second that we have. So if your presentation is, for example, if it's for 5 minutes, if it's 4 minutes and 58 seconds, and it's very engaging, that is super, super awesome. So yeah, it won't be disqualified, but I would advise you to add some more things if it's like way less than beyond 4 minutes and 30 seconds. If it's less than that, that's an opportunity for you to improve in adding more things to your presentation, more information. Yeah. Okay. There's another question. Dear doctor, is there any restrictions for the video editing? Mr. Wei, could you explain on what do you mean by editing restrictions?
Okay, Yasmin, I think I got the question. This is
sorry.
Question that usually the students ask about it. Your video should be in one go. You should not have your video that you are editing nice. You say one word, you make a small clip, then add another one, and that's how you are showing us the best video out of 5 minutes. So there is no editing allowed. It has to be in one go. Your story must come in one go. If you can finish in 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and you think that you have convinced the audience, you have done the fantastic presentation, awesome, no worries. But it should not exceed 5 minutes. That's the main thing. Okay, so that's what you have. And make sure you follow all the rules. Anything you have, please ask in the WhatsApp group later on. We don't mind answering your question anytime. Okay. So any other questions? I think Dr. Yasmin, I saw one question above. Somebody was asking, what if I don't qualify? There was some question like that. What if I don't qualify for final? What will happen? So I just want to mention over here, you all will be attending 3 grooming workshops, and then you have 6 days of time to submit. After that, the deadline is on 3rd December to submit your semi-final video, your video for semi-final presentation evaluation. Okay, so when the result of semi-final will come out, you all will be attending the 4th grooming workshop. Okay, so in that 4th grooming workshop, that we are calling it a coaching session, in that we have invited many speakers, many coaches. Dr. Yasmin is also one among them. All are the winners and the best speakers. They will be coaching all the participants in small group. Okay, they will pick up certain videos from the submissions of all over. Let's say, for example, you are 100 of you. So they will select some of the videos and they will give the comments, which will be for the improvement of everyone. Okay, and if you are qualified for final, for sure, you will take that as an improvement, and then you will come and you will present live in the final. But if let's say you are not qualified from semi-final point, you are still attending the grooming workshop course, the coaching session. And of course, we are not going to reveal the results to you before the 4th grooming session. So you will all attend, you will all learn the things, and then we will release the results. And if you are not qualified, sorry in advance, but I'm sure I really wish that everybody qualify. We can give so many prizes. Still, you can join the final, but as a participant. So the final, we are going to make it live, and which you can attend, your families can attend, your other classmates can attend. That is going to be an open session. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you did not qualify, so now you cannot come and join the session anymore. You will be freely open and come and join this session and learn from the finalists as well. So I think was the only question which I saw was not answered. Maybe the rest, there are some new questions. I think I leave to you, Dr. Yasmin.
Okay, thanks. So I think I did address that one, but it says how Dr. Haroon and I said, you can, you still get to participate throughout the whole event, even if you didn't make it to the finals. So, okay, there's one concern here. Only admins can send messages in the WhatsApp group. So I think we will get that fixed, hopefully by today. And that's where you can address your concerns as well. If you have any questions to us, be sure to ask us there. And if we have any information for you guys, we will be sending it through there as well. So be alert on the WhatsApp group.
I'm opening up the WhatsApp group, but please make sure you guys don't make it spam. Okay? Anybody spam, I'm going to remove that person. Okay? Just, I'm sure most of the questions are already answered. If there is anything, you can just ask which is not answered yet. Then we will entertain over there. But please don't make it spam, and respect everybody there. Don't give your self introduction, this and that and that. We don't need that. We are not opening up that as a social channel. That is basically for the communication medium, a fast communication medium. Okay, so I'm opening it up now, and I'm sure it will be useful for all of you. Okay, back to you, Dr. Yasmin.
So yeah, I hope we won't get advertisements on, you selling lotion or some food products on it as well. Okay, so do we have any other questions? All right, so doctor, out of 15 participants which qualified to the grand finale, how many will be announced as the winner? So there will be 3 winners, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. There will be 3 winners. And I think the prizes are on the poster as well. I could not remember what they are. Just let me get to that.
We'll get 1,000. And we have doubled up the price this year as well. Last year, the first winner got only 500 ringgit. So yes, this year, big amounts are coming up. And of course, you will be getting the certificate of participation is one thing. If you qualify for final, you will be getting certificate of award. And if you are the winner, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and of course, you will be getting something different than all others. So don't worry, certificate is coming all the way for you, even if you don't qualify for final. But I really wish, as I mentioned earlier, that I really want to see everybody in the top 15. Okay?
Yeah.
I wish number 15 can absorb all the people. Okay, I believe no more questions. So I just leave to you, Dr. Yasmin. I will remove myself from the spotlight.
Okay, thanks, Dr. Haroon, for your support. So will there be any other questions? If not, again, the WhatsApp group is open, so you can shoot your questions there. I think I will end the session here for today. I hope that you have benefited from Dr. Margaret's talk. It's amazing. Do join us in the 2nd workshop and the 3rd and the 4th as well, because it will all be equally as good as Dr. Margaret's talk. So I hope to see you then. In the meantime, all the best in preparing for your presentation. And again, don't forget to have fun while you're at it. So all the best, guys. Take care. And thank you. On back to you to Dr. Osman.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Yasmin, for the briefing session as well as Dr. Haroon's to have. Okay. So please take note for all the information given from Dr. Yasmin, Dr. Haroon about the competitions. Make sure that you follow all the rules stated for the competitions, and we as well will give you information from time to time with using our subgroup. So I think we can end our sessions here. So please do join another 3 grooming sessions. Okay. So I think that's all for today. Thank you, everyone, and see you again soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.